morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday the 15th of December. It's only 10 days until Crimble. How exciting. Not. I'm eating my toast. It's probably not a good idea to do a live while I'm eating. But hey, you know me, random. Really bad idea to do a bloody live while you're eating. So anyway, if you're jumping on this morning, let me know how you're doing. Say hi, how's your mojo? Because I want to eat my toast. I'm getting it everywhere. It's funny on toast. So how are you this morning? I want to talk about, oh, it's a little squirrel on my fence. How cute. He's got a little something in his mouth. Bless him, a bit like me. So how are you? How's your mojo out of 10? God, this is such a bad idea to bloody eat my toast while bloody doing a live. What an idiot. Anyway, I was writing some stuff about risks and status quo. If you see the title of the live, Status Quo. No, not the band. And the thing is, a lot of people come to me and want change. They want to be happier, more fulfilled. They want to create a business. They want to improve their business. They want to go to the next level of whatever it is. They want to be better than they currently are. Oh my God, can't do that. Silly idea. And the thing is, the reason why that some people think, oh, I need help planning and plotting my way to whatever it is that I want or how it is ever it is I want to be. But I don't think you have to have the roadmap. You don't have to know the plan. You don't need to know the steps along the way. You will figure it out along the way. What you need to know is the destination. You know, I hate that life isn't a destination. It's a journey, and we got to enjoy the journey and the process every day as part of that piece of that puzzle. But you kind of got to know who you want to be or what it is that you want, your desires, your goals. And the thing is, you probably don't truly know what they really are. You might think you do if you don't really know you. And that's the biggest challenge. But also, what I find is people are frightened to take a risk. They're frightened to let go of the shore. They're frightened to step out off the ledge, whatever you want to use to describe it. They're frightened. It's fear of the risk. You don't, oh, I can't do that, it's too risky. Oh, I can't try that. What if I fail? What if I get it wrong? What if my family and friends are going to ridicule me, laugh at me? You know, people always ridicule you, laugh at you and judge you and have their own fucking opinion about you, even if you're Mother Teresa. Let's be honest. Even when we all judge Mother Teresa, some people say she wasn't as good as they say, as everyone thinks she was. There is always an opposite judgment. So, you know, how do I get to Mother Teresa? Don't know. So the risk is always, you know, that's the thing. Risk is basically, there is always risk. There is risk in the status quo. And how is there risk in the status quo? Well, there's risk in the status quo because basically you're risking the fact that, well, I say that nothing changes, that you're not going to get what you want. Everything just stays the same. Good morning, by the way, for jumping on. I see a bunch of you are on. Dory's here. No, she's there. There she is. And say hello. How's your mojo this morning? Mine is about a 7.77. I reckon it's going to be about an 8.77, at least a 9. I'm doing some video shooting this morning for the council, and I reckon by the time I've done that, because that will be a wrap hopefully, and it will all be done and we can put it together, or they can. I think I'm going to feel amazing when that's done. So yeah, so I'm 7.77. So how are you doing? So yeah, it's just about, there is risk in the status quo. You know, we don't want to step away from the shore. We don't want to go after something because we're frightened of getting it wrong, making a mistake, people won't like us, our family will reject us, maybe losing what we currently have. But there's risk in the status quo, because the risk is that you won't have what you want. You won't have that desire. But the root of understanding who you are and what you want is you. And unless you really know you, then you're coming from a false foundation. Like I was talking about the other day about fear and faith, and that gap between who we show the world we are and who we really are. And it depends how big your gap is. And if you can be you and you can show up in the world as you, transparently you, I mean, there probably will always be that bit that the world doesn't get to see, right? But if you can transparently be you and get to know you, that's one of the biggest successes of life. I think it was Oprah Winfrey used to say that. And I think she's right. You know, for me, two things create a successful life. And this has changed massively for me. But number one is showing up transparently to the world as who I am, the real me. And number two is having the freedom to my day, my way, my week, my way. Having that freedom to be able to do that. And I'm working on those things daily. I do have a level of freedom. I've worked for myself for 21 years nearly, and that gives you a level of freedom. Obviously, more money gives you even more freedom because you can choose and have better choices. But still, those two things for me are really a big part of having a successful life. But so if you get to know you, then you get to know what you really want. And then because, you know, and it's so much easier, I think, to take some risks then, rather than accepting the status quo, and then you're never going to get what you want. That's what I mean. That's what I think when you think, well, actually, I'm not happy where I am right now. This is me down here. I'm not happy where I am right now, but I want something else. I want more. So I've got a bigger desire and a bigger dream, but I'm not going to go after it because I'm worried it won't work out, whatever. But right now, actually, it's not working out either. So you're set. Which one are you going to settle for? You just want to take the risks and go after it, right? Because if you're not happy where you are, and your thoughts are thought up of, you know, maybe like this bigger dream or whatever, that you know, what do you do when you make the toast in the morning or you make your coffee? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts at night that keep you awake? Is it that you dream to have more, to have a better career, to have a better job, to have a better business, to be like the world's greatest motivational speaker like me? You know, whatever it is, those thoughts that are keeping you awake, they're keeping you awake. So where you are now isn't comfortable. And so you just as well risk, because you've got you think this is the lesser of the two evil, the status quo. And the only reason you think it's the lesser of the two evil is because it's familiar. It's because, and that's where we always default to, the familiar, whether it's good or bad, we default to it. Morning, Barbara, an 8 out of 10 today. Awesome. Very quiet in the house this morning. Which makes me sad. But anyway, I'm here regardless. No matter how many show up, I keep showing up. So you have to understand that you can never escape risk. There is always risk in life. My phone is going ballistic. There is always something at stake. There is always a risk. You know, just existing. Life is a risk. The biggest risk of all, we're all going to get death. We're all going to die. You're going to die. I'm going to die. So we're all heading that way anyway. You know, it's up to you to decide which risks you take. And that's what I was saying about, well, if you're not happy where you are with what you have, your goals and your dreams, and there's things that you want, but you live in this status quo, it's a risk. You choose which one you want, but there's risk in going after what you want. And I think you just as well go after it, because you're not happy and you're taking risks anyway. So let's take some risks and go for it. Go for the thing that we want, rather than wait for the right time, the right woman, the right man, the right this, that, and the fucking other. Don't wait. Just get on and do it. Don't wait. Just get on and do it. I've got a quote about risk somewhere. And it's about, and what I'm trying to help you do is to reframe the problem. Like if your problem is that you dream of doing this, that, and the other, of going to the next level, but you just push it aside all the time because you don't want to upset the status quo. You don't want, you're worried about you might be rejected by your family, your partner, your friends, or whatever, or you might make a mistake or whatever. You know, I'm trying to help you reframe the problem, and to take a different, take a different chance, take a risk. But you're risking anyway in the status quo, so just risk. On the other side, you know, the opposite is take a risk on something that you really want. Take a risk on getting to know yourself, to showing up in the world transparently as who you really are. Because chances are, if you don't have what you are, what you want in your world, the people around you, the things, the job, the career, the business, that is you. That's something to do with you. And it's up to you to take responsibility, to get to know you and to understand yourself. It's not easy. I know this because I've been through it. It's been a tough old few years. But anyway, why not risk believing in yourself? How about that? How about that? Risk believing in yourself, that you'll be okay, that whatever challenges you face, you will overcome. Because right now you're 100% a winner. Right now you have come through every challenge that you have faced. 100% success rate, because you are still here. You are still standing. So take a risk on you and believe in you. Otherwise, you'll just settle. You'll settle for a fraction of what you have to give and what life has to give. So don't settle. Take the risk. The biggest obstacle to overcoming the odds is never challenging them. That's the quote I wanted to use. The biggest obstacle to overcoming the odds is never challenging them. So challenge the status quo. Challenge yourself. You are risking anyway. Go risk it and try something else. Believe in yourself. This is me trying to help you reframe your thinking and just change how you look at things and how you look at yourself. So we're heading into 2021. We are, you know, God knows what 2021 is going to bring. I've done some amazing things this year despite the pandemic. One of my best years, despite being suicidal, despite my dad dying, my dog dying, being divorced. It's probably been one of the most interesting years of my life. But I'm putting myself out there. I've transformed myself into the real me. I've allowed myself to be more transparent, more vulnerable, and it creates a better me for the world and for most importantly for myself, and know what I really want out of life. And it's taken me way, way too long to get to this point. And I do not want it to take that long for you. I want you to be able to show up in the world as you really are, to take those risks, to go after what it is that you want. I don't want that for you. I don't want it to take 50 odd years for you to feel comfortable in your own skin, and who you are and your own voice, and know that actually you're enough and you're okay as you are. So if you want to find out a little bit more about me, just you can go to my website, sam-adams.com. The Real Life Club doors are open still currently, and come spring, probably March, not that long away when I think about it, I'm going to be doing a group coaching program. But I'm going to do a free group coaching session for all you ambitious people on January. I forget the date now, but I'm going to put a post out on it, and it's free. You can rock up. It's going to be a couple of hours. Come as you are. Come with your problems. Let's work on it together. It's going to be motivational, inspirational, and hopefully transformational. And that's going to be free. And I'm going to do that session, I think it's the second week in January, so look out for that coming soon. All right, go take a risk. Get out there. Have a great day. Remember, it starts with you.